Hello and welcome back to this program On the Street with me, and just like to say thank you to Studio's Homegrown Production for supporting this production every time we go on the street, and also to all of you for your time for discussing on topics that we've talked together with people on the street. Thank you very much for doing that. Our next topic for now, I'm going to go on the street and ask people about this BSA, or Benefit Sharing Agreement, which we have with the Mines and Minerals Act, which talks about when the investor come to the Solomon Islands, they do all their mining and stuff like that with our minerals. They've gone away with 97% of everything and only 3% left in our country. So that means the 3% will be shared by the government, 1.3% to the government, 1.2% to the resources owners, and 0.3% to the province. Well, it's quite a it's quite a small amount. 3% left in the country, and resources owners or Solomon Islanders, we are just victim of this act and this benefit sharing agreement. Join me as we go on the streets of Honiara, and we're going to find more what the people think about this 97% and 3% left for Solomon Islands. Come, let's go.
I'm from Guadalcanal, and I'm from Central Guadalcanal.
Yes.
And
Definitely.
yes, definitely, I am involved in land owning groups in Central Guadalcanal.
Good. My question now is, we have this BSA, the benefit sharing arrangement or agreement that is in the Act.
Frankly speaking, the percentage you were referring to, that is the agreement that we strike with the first mining company, that's Ross Mining in Goldrich, which I am the vice chairman and also the secretary of the Goldrich Landowners Council.
So what do you think about it? You think it's good, 97% to the investor?
In fact, if there is any changes, we need to change it. I strike that otherwise we haven't anything, but they need to change that act. In order, and to be honest with you, I fought it out until we get that 2.5%. We end up in boycotting all the meetings in the past. And so, to be honest with this nation, I opposed the draft when they came and took me to the Melanesian Leaf Hut, St. Barnabas Cathedral. I opposed it, and that is when they postponed the bill last year.
Okay. So you think we need to change it? Change the percentage? 3% stay back in the country is too small?
Too small, yes. My submission to them during the House of Chiefs meeting, and I let them know, we need to look at I raised 40 and 60%. 40 goes to the landowners, 60%, and government should only take its tax.
Not take any percentage?
No percentage.
Okay. So
that's the reality.
That's another thing.
Yes.
So you want 60-40,
yes,
and government shouldn't take anything, but just take tax.
Tax.
Hey, that's a brilliant idea, Chief.
Yeah.
So we have a government right now. Do you want them to work on it immediately?
In fact, that's my purpose of opposing it last year, just because I know that election is coming up. So now it's over and we have a new government, and to be realistic, Central Guadalcanal, and the person you are facing now is also the signatory to Tina Hydro. So these projects, if the government of the day do not consider what we want, in fact, that is our need, not what we want. We need a change.
That's right.
We need the government to consider and must act now. There's a saying which I went around with people in the provinces. And I said to them, look, Central Guadalcanal contributes to Solomon Island GDP. Central Guadalcanal alone contribute 40%. 49 constituencies contribute 60%. We're the football of this nation. Mm-hmm. And Mr. Tal,
yes,
I'm glad that you are interviewing me, and I am working on it.
Good.
And I've already met with the Deputy Prime Minister, and I told him that I want to meet you and the former Prime Minister. Just last week.
So you want to tell the Deputy Prime Minister, he's also the Minister of Mines,
yes,
to work on it immediately?
Yes. We are victimized in all ways. And if we go further, I have the chance of talking to you. We are very discouraged that Central Guadalcanal has been deprived of its rights, of its ownership. And we know where the money is.
Any final thing you want to share?
Yes. Thank you. My last thing is that this government should not repeat its 5-year term. And I must be honest with you. I want them to do things right for this nation. Not to pay anybody, not to give handouts. No. We have land here. We all got resources here. Planning. Change the legislations so that it suits the likes. Solomon Islands is a very small nation. The resources we have is enormous once we do the right thing. Now, as one of the landowners and where I come from, the land which we have is full of resources. We can tap it. And as I said earlier, Central Guadalcanal contribute 40% of the government GDP.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Talo.
For me, myself, I think resource owners are victimized for so long. And ini little bit make them up for than 3%. And this to us, you may share them $1, you give him 3 cents only. That's money where me resource owner. And when it comes to time for me for harvesting whatnot, this was something, then outside man, him just come in and have no benefit from what now, me one for resource owner. And for me myself, thinking below me, government him should be look at this one for sharing benefits here no more. At least you may move him up a little bit.
What now figure you like him move him go like?
Figure me like him now if government him should give me 20% no more. The long 80% him blow it and 20% him blow me land on also with him matter. You talk about tribe, you know, only me select as a tribal leader, me on him no more. Him land him belongs to tribe and tribe people not on him.
Okay, so maybe 20% is for landowner.
For land
just
owner.
landowners, and then maybe the government and the province you deal about the percentage later.
Percentage below, but him come inside lot is all 80 where I'm still left.
Okay.
No, my sharing him no good. No. This one sharing 97 below investor and 3% below landowner. I'm no good too much ne.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But no fair. No?
Yeah, because we are the resource owner and okata come and take him no more. Okata big selling resource below you me no more.
So you want to call on the government of the day right now to do something
government
about
should sit down and look at that one. Make him look one whole way where you me land owner too or you resource owner by benefit too lo that one.
Yes.
And government below me too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Any final thing you want to share?
Final thing no more. If you cannot do him that one, how land owner have to allow now what the place below kata for doing mining inside. Then okay things now because if you mean extracting resources below economy lo country him trop ya. So while you doing that one and landowners no happy about how no about alam na resource block kota him hard. Him no more.
Thank you for your time. We have another uncle here.
You come lo same something, my friend. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you will take him small amount of benefit or return. For sure, got 70%.
You be 30?
You be 30 also.
So what do you like tell him government?
So me like him government must look good law this one. Yeah, I must look good and little bit. I'm a little bit because you me had for working slave now mining. Yeah,
That's right.
you mean ungare mo kata
Equipment.
machine or doing operate out there. You ungare no more resource.
So your take is 30% to landowners,
Yes.
70 to the investor.
Yeah, he looking go longing. Yeah, longing. That's the same way money tell because he I'm not how kata come take him you me then you without the many good thing for you. So that him 7 benefit. So I'm no more thing below me low mining. You me 30%, you know what 70. That's one I'm a little bit idea below me.
Thank you, Daddy.
Thank you.
Sister Yuha, no more? What do you think about this, the benefit sharing?
Bara no good straight.
Yeah, man. 3% them no good.
3 bara down to masna because I mean like you mean no the land yeah. You should benefit him too yeah. Because without him land and everything inside the land we may hard for yeah. What our investor take him land to him too. So me think instead of 73% or what yeah.
Yeah, 97 and
97,
3%.
then 3%, yeah, at least half say 50-50. So me like asking what man lo government, yeah, what think good first time, no, looking goes dollar no more run for say yes or some lot invest now. Because how me looking this time, what resources blow me now, what people benefit blow me, and then me benefit small no more, and then. Make him good arrangement, good agreement.
you may run happy.
You may run happy lo. What na you may like him for do him, then you may make him.
Oh, well, they are interesting to find what people of Solomon Islands think and their resource owners. What about other resource owners? We try to approach everyone if they want to share with this BSA, the benefit sharing agreement, 97% to the investor and the 3% back to the Solomon Islands. We separated down to 1.5 to the government, 1.2 to the resource owners and 0.3 to the province. And it was fascinating to hear what the real landowners they have to say. They got their own percentage, maybe 20-80, maybe 40-60. Others, they have their own percentage to say for the benefit sharing. But again, it's up to our leaders. We have voted them. That's in April. And please, the government of the day, listen to the people and do something good for the country. Until next time, I'll see you. Bye-bye.